Sidekicks tier list. Yeah. I don't know what type of tier list it is. Is this? I don't know actually. I don't care. I don't know if this is the fun tier list, competitive tier list, or whatever tier list. I just want to talk about sidekicks. Yep. Yep, that's it. And you will not stop me. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy it because the tier lists are the most popular ones from all of those videos. So yeah, let's go. Apparently, we'll be like ranking all of those sidekicks, how useful they are, how annoying they are, and how fun they are to play, and how character is cooked if the sidekick is dead because you suck. If you are new to the channel, like you are watching this because yeah, sidekick tier list. I recently saw sidekick tier list when I was watching the Karma channel and he was doing this, so this should be similar. No man, I am a bit like unhinged in this like thing, but you can like and subscribe though. And click on the notification bell. Also, you can write in the comments what you don't agree with, because apparently um, if you are writing the comment, the video is more popular. So you can do this. Today's deck is the Spike's deck. I don't care. You don't like Spike. I know all of you don't like Spike. I like Spike. He sucks. Yes, he sucks, but who cares? Okay, let's go to the video. My mouse. Porter. Sindbad sidekick. What is Porter doing, bruh? Porter is drawing cards, and overall, Porter is pretty safe sidekick because he is like, except him having like 3 cards that are attacking for free, which is bad, but they are drawing you 2 cards. And as character who is drawing cards all the time and relies on drawing a lot of cards and just discarding them, bam, 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 this is pretty great. It's like you're playing your scheme, but now 1 card less. If he will die and you will not play those cards, it's then not the end of the world. However, Porter is pretty comfort picky because he can play basically the whole Sindbad deck except Voyages and the scheme and this free value that let you move, the best block in your deck probably. And overall, he can just slap with Momentous Shifts, with Commanding Impacts, and the 4 value attacks, which is pretty threatening. However, this guy, if he will die, it's not the end of the world. Like straight up. If this boy gets slammed, you are just playing the scheme card and drawing 3 cards, and it's basically like you're playing him. He's just basically overall pretty safe because it's like you're playing Sindbad, but now you are not risking your health. So yeah, he's here. Jabberwock. Jabberwock is similar, very similar to him. Because Alice relies on smacking big damage, and you want to have big damage, man, like a lot of big damage. And Jabberwock is giving you a lot of big damage. So, if he will die, it's like you are losing now 2 6s, basically 2 6s, and 2 5s against heroes. He is good against heroes overall because 2 of his cards are 5 values against heroes, and then his 4 value attacks are big, like hitting you auto damage. So it's basically again a good tool to meet to like lower opponent health bar. Sure, of course it is. But if this boy will die, first of all, opponent needs to like spend a lot of cards to like even kill this beast because it has like 8 health. So yeah, just waste damage on him, bro. I don't care. And then if he will die, brother, we are still like smacking with 9s, 7s, 8s. It's not the end of the world. What I'm trying to say. Overall, sidekicks in the first sets are very balanced. I would say. So yeah, he is here. I think he's more important to Ali's playstyle because she might like lack damage somewhere. But I think nowadays it's not like you are like, oh no, Jabberwock is dead. and I cannot win the game now. I think if you cannot win the game without Jabberwock, you wouldn't like win this game anyway. So yes. And what I'm trying to say, Alice is struggling to kill some characters nowadays, and Jabberwock is not helping with that. Okay, next character, Merlin. Merlin is A tier. Why so? That's because if Arthur will just sacrifice Merlin, like Merlin will get smacked, then Arthur have basically like no board control at all, because all of the board control, like you know, the wins, the schemes, the pink damage, and the card draw somewhat is basically like sticked to the Merlin. So if this ball will die, like it's now game over for your like all control playstyle, and you have to like kill the opponent somehow with your Excalibur and Momentus shifts. Um, what's great is that this grandpa is very hard to kill because he has the bewilderments, uh, which means he's not taking damage. So at least he will like tank 2 hits, like waste 2 opponent cards, or at least best case scenario he will waste those cards because they may just offensive feint you. But still, what I'm trying to say, if Merlin will die, Arthur is now basically move 2 character that is hitting high, and that's it. That has big health bar. And nowadays he's not even hitting that high. Like 2 9s are just. So yeah, you need Merlin to draw cards, to move all heroes, to set up your OTK, to deal auto damage, to clear up sidekicks somewhat, and draw cards. So he is very important. If he will die, Arthur is kinda like cooked. Harpies are stupid. Harpies are the example of like bad trade. Which means, what I mean by that, if you will hit Harpy, okay, never mind. First of all, Harpies are very annoying because they can just surround you and now you cannot leave the zone, so Medusa is pinging you for like, unless you will just get out of the zone. So Medusa can be like on the edge of the zone, Harpies are surrounding you somewhere, and now Medusa is just basically pinging you. So yeah, goodbye your health. And now, sometimes they can body block the Medusa. So if you want to get to Medusa, you have to waste cards on Harpies. And what is like the interaction now? The interaction is retarded. Because Harpies have this stupid card which discards your cards, and they have 3 copies of it. So there is this stupid trait of, okay, I'm hitting your Harpy. Harpy is playing defense that discards card. And what does it mean? Oh yeah, opponent is playing opponent is like trading 2 cards for 1 card. That's not a good like trade, especially if the character that you are controlling has the same like trade scenario. Like these cards are stupid because now, uh, what how to explain it? Let's say even they are hitting you. The harpies are attacking you. Of course, yeah, you can imagine that. I hope you can. They're attacking you. They're hitting you with this discard card. Jab, jab, jab. No, the opponent played the defense. So because he is scared of 4 value attack, he played defense, like 3 value defense. Okay, okay. So now he basically discards one of his defense plus something from his hand. It might be another defense. Is it a good trade? Oh heck nah, because now they can do this like 2 another times, and the fact that those harpies can be like taken back from dead 2 additional times, which is 5 in total, is you need to waste like at least 10 cards. You will waste probably at least 10 cards to even kill those guys. And that's stupid. Like harpies are overall stupid. They're just the discard machines, and they're annoying as hell because they have the other effects of like surrendering you, and now you are being like basically gazed by the absolute body, greased body Medusa who will just kill you eventually with her gaze. Not Jabberwock. Jackalope. Jackalope the rabbit. S tier. Of course he is. It is. Like, bro, if someone will even like write in the comments that Jackalope, "Ooh, actually, Jackalope is not that powerful." Like, bro, what are we talking about? 6 auto damage basically to anyone on the board because you get to move 5 spaces before hitting to them. This boy can solo like at least 50% of roster alone because he has momentous shifts, he has 4 value attacks, he has 4 value blocks, which is stupid. Like, why? This body has like, oh yeah, he has 5 cancels. What we will do about this? No, yeah, you will do nothing. So he deals you at least 6 damage. I want to remind you, a lot of characters in this game have like 14 health. So if you will deal 6 damage to them from your schemes, which are bar passing turns, what now? Oh boy, yeah, you lose like 6 health, so now you are 8 health. And now that's not a problem to even kill you if you are smacking, if he will be smacking you with 5s and 4s. I like to call it Jackalope is the Bigfoot first phase. And if you will kill Jackalope, it's basically now you are able to kill Bigfoot. But there is another stupid interaction. You can like play Jackalope against a lot of characters and never like move Bigfoot for the whole game, unless you are forced to. Why so? Because Bigfoot is drawing him cards. So now Jackalope will be constantly having the huge tempo, huge big hits, huge movement, huge blocks, and auto damage. He has 6 health, but he doesn't feel like he has 6 health. He feels like he has like 10 health. Mm, Sometimes there is the question, is it worth it to kill Jackalope? Even. Yeah, because you will waste so many things of this fella that it's actually stupid. Yeah, this sidekick is basically a character, and that's the S tier material. Like, he is stupid. Like, some characters he can just solo straight up from the lower tiers. Like, you can just not move Bigfoot for the whole game, and Jackalope will just kill them with auto damage, 4 value attacks, and 5 values. This guy is garbage. This is absolute garbage. The only use of this Viking guy is to being your mid shield. He has only one cool card, which is his scheme, when he is like whirling around with the swords, and now he's hitting all around everyone around you, which is pretty cool. I have to admit it's pretty cool, and I like this card. But it's not enough nowadays. I know he can smack with force, with I guess with force for the most part, and he has this free value card that you are using for boost anyway. Yeah. Now this boy is just garbage in my opinion. And you may tell me, oh, but he's good at body blocking. Like, duh, 9 health. But you're playing the character who has 17 health on his own. I know you don't have a lot of blocks, but it's much more profitable for you to like get smacked than this guy gets smacked. So he at least gives you actions and can generate range. That's why I like him, but there are only 2 copies of this card. So his only use is those 2 cards in your deck, and now he's basically useless. He's good at blocking pathways, but I'm not considering this being a good sidekick. It's just being a roadblock. Especially if someone will just smack you with 7, you are losing like your whole health now. Because there are like he's not even able to use all of blocks in your deck. Like, what are we talking about? Charlie is the GOAT. Charlie is if not for Charlie, Annie would probably like get like smacked all over the place. Charlie can smack with 6s. He gives you great deck knowledge because he allows you to do this thing. Like, now you want to put it this, or you want to put it here. So that's pretty cool. 6 value attack, of course. It might be. He can smack with 4s. He draws you cards. He's overall a good support. He heals you. The only disadvantage of Charlie is that he he doesn't have +2, but he doesn't really need to because he can still like hit you with sixes. It's like you're playing. It's like you're playing Willow, but now as a sidekick character. Overall, I would say he's pretty important because without him, Anya would be not able to heal. And healing is, oh boy, let me tell you, sometimes Annie needs this healing because otherwise the girl is dead. So if he's close to her, he can like heal her for 4. And I don't think I need to explain to you how important it is to heal a character who relies on how high her health is. So she's like balancing between some health levels. And that's pretty cool because sometimes you can just lower your health with 5 value and then you can heal it. And that's pretty cool because now you're smacked with 7 and now you're at other number of health. And opponent will not kill you. And Charlie is overall pretty tanky. Yeah, he draws you cards, he can play a lot of your deck, he will just take a hits for you. So he's basically like your additional Mississippi Queens. Yeah, pretty good sidekick, pretty good sidekick. He's not higher than Jackalope because Jackalope is dealing auto damage and this guy is not dealing auto damage, like, I guess. Yeah, probably not. And he has great movement. With Captain Commands or whatever the name is. I'm sorry for the order of the sidekicks. I just went to the website and they are not in order. But I think it's pretty cool because it's the chaos. The chaos! You are not expecting who will be next. Those boys are just. And that's the thing though. That's the thing, guys, because if the honor guards are S tier, why are they? They are S tier because Oda without them is just bad and terrible. Like, straight up, he's terrible. But they're not that good. Sorry. I mean, they're still cool. If you think about this, the whole Oda deck is basically like. The whole deck guards can play. And Oda is just there to bump up their values by 1. Which is pretty cool concept. The execution is not very good. I need to remind you probably. I probably don't need to remind you though. So they need to be S tier. They're not as high as Jackalope though. But they need to be S tier because character is not working without them. And even if they would be like alone, I think they're still solo the heroes. Like, bro, they're basically solo the heroes. Because without them, Oda is like not dealing damage. They have like some stupid cards, like 2 value attack that can go up to 3 and goes through armors, through blocks I mean. The 6 value hit, 7 value hit. Yes? No, 6 value hit, 6 value hit. Then momentous shift, another 6 value hit. Yeah, they're cool. And also they have the card, the 4 value that becomes 5, so that's pretty cool. Like, they are a damage machine. They are a damage machine. The problem is they are dying like so fast. Because those boys have no blocks. If Oda is dead, they can block for max of. Oh no, if Oda is dead, the game is over. But they can block for max of 3 or 4 if you are blocking Momentous Shift, which is crazy. But they cannot block for that much. They have huge healing, of course. But overall, it's hard to describe those guards because they're basically a hero. Like Oda, I'm not considering him a hero. He's just a supportive tool on the battlefield. But they are actually a hero. Yeah, I think that's fair placement, straight up. Watson. Watson is boring, man. Like, brother, he is boring. He can heal Sherlock, so if you will just kill Watson, it's like the whole healing is gone. Puff! No healing now. The Sherlock is cooked. But so he's pretty important. He will not solo the hero though, because you see, those boys are basically like heroes. Yeah, they can solo some characters. But Watson will never solo anybody. And that's the question. Now the question is, guys, the question remains. Dark Souls 2 reference. If someone played that, of course. And yeah, so Watson, if he's dead, somehow he's dead, is Sherlock actually that cooked? Yeah, I don't think so. Because Sherlock can just solo the characters without Watson, like straight up, and he's just okay. He doesn't really have any cool tools like these cards. He can heal, so that's of course broken. He has some blocks, cool blocks. And he has 5 value attacks, which are just 2 of them, which are just... So overall I think Watson is just like here. Even Harpies are more threatening than him. Watson is basically just a healing machine, and that's it. Like that's it. He can draw you cards with the first 8 that heals you, but you are playing this for healing. Right? Yeah, right. So Watson is kinda boring. So he only can smack you with 5 value attacks, which are still okay. He's ranged, so he can trigger healing from far away if he's adjacent to Sherlock, which is still pretty fine. But overall, this guy is just he's not as overpowered as those guys. Because Charlie gives you knowledge, healing, damage, and movement, like all of this. Those guys are just destroying the opponent, and this guy is doing everything. So yeah, Misty Knight. Misty Knight is fun. Like, bro, what do you mean? I play Luke Cage and I have like 1,000 6s in my deck, and now I have 2 additional ones because Daughters of the Dragon. And also, so yeah, the only reason you're playing her is Daughter of the Dragon, which are 2 6s or 3 6s. I don't remember, but she's giving you 6s for sure. You can have more of them if you will just still standing them, but you have better things to still stand in. So she is like smacking, and that's it. Is she important for you? Somewhat. Also, she has the card that allows you to like switch spaces, but I think only Luke Cage can switch space with her, which is great because she will survive for longer. Sorry, I am kinda exhausted because I was like talking to a lot of people at work, and now I want to like give you some video, guys, and I am so tired. Sorry. And I'm not drinking coffee. I remember that one person wrote to me that you should drink more coffee, man. I appreciate the advice, but I'm sorry, man. It's not my thing. But yeah, Misty Knight is definitely my thing. However, it's not a fun tier list, probably. At that point, I'm just ranking how powerful the sidekick is. And I would say I prefer her like higher than those. But I cannot justify putting her higher than Jabberwock because Jabberwock is smacking with 2 6s and 2 5s, and she's smacking. She can also smack with those, but those are Jabberwock exclusive, so there is a point of keeping him there, and he's more tanky. But Misty Knight is just smacking with 2 6s, and they're conditional, so I cannot, I cannot justify putting her higher, unfortunately. But I like this sidekick. I actually like her. She would be higher because I like just smacking big numbers, and because big numbers are fun. But it's not fun when there are not that many to them. But she is fun. Okay. Oh, and having 2 6s is good. This is good. It's good, guys. It's good. Squirrels and how I should even, guys, how I should even rank squirrels. Square Girl is not working if there are no squirrels. But what are they even doing? Like they can, if they will just spam the one space with a lot of squirrels and surround the opponent, they can hit for like 8, 9, 7, some high stupid number with kick butts. They also are having the auto damage, which is pretty hard to met, but yeah. But there's another problem. Like the moment the character with the auto damage shows up, I mean the character that hits a lot of spaces around her or in the zone, the whole idea of squirrel like combat is gone because now they're all dead. So that's thing I hate. I think I hate. They keep coming back, but how long you can like keep reviving them? Yeah, unless you're dead. But the problem is squares are not like being produced that often, that quick. Yeah, so those effects will be much like weaker, and then there is only like the opponent need just the only thing the opponent needs is to just sneeze on those squares and they are all gone. So I'm sorry, but squirrels are kinda here. They're not useless. They're not as useless as this guy, but they're fun. And also he's countering squirrels. And you may say, oh, but Square Girl relies on squares, so they're basically like S tier. Yeah, sure, but I am not thinking that this character is overall like good. Even if you have like, even if you surround the opponent with those squares, you are doing like absolute like basic effects, like deal 2 damage, deal 2 auto damage, of course. Rather, like half of those sidekicks have the card that deals auto damage. Like, bro, even where is she? The absolute monster. You know what I'm talking about? The angel sidekick. Stop complaining. I'm like, oh, here she is. And the Faith. She has like 6 auto damage in her deck just by being adjusted to the opponent. But squares need to stack up. Why? And some of those cards might be stupid, like ignore value, um, 6 value attack, 7 value attack. Those are stupid, but they are not like that stupid. But squares, yeah. Xander. Xander. I am huge Xander enjoyer. Xander is one of my favorite sidekicks in the whole game. And yeah, why he's just giving you 4s and 6s. 2 6s, 3 4s. That drawing you cards, so you have good tempo on into that. So you have good additional tempo with 4 value attacks. Xander is just decent. I think if you are picking Buffy and then you have this like wonderful choice of picking a sidekick, which is my favorite, one of my favorite things in Unmatched, then picking Giles or Xander is like one of basically very cool, very cool. And you are basically picking Xander against all of those fighters where you think you are lacking damage, and he's filling that gap where you like lacking damage, and that's pretty awesome. I just love that. I think overall, like Xander is is somewhere here when it comes to like game, how important he is. He is important, especially for his 6 value attacks, because Buffy is overall pretty tanky, but she lacks damage. So Xander is like filling this gap, like I said. Where you lack damage, there is Xander. Mm, yep, that's pretty much it. He is he is pretty important, and I love him. And if this was a tier list of how fun, he would be like straight up here. But nah, he's just that good. And you may say, oh, but Jabber and she can smack with 6s also, but you're putting Xander higher. Yes, because Xander is giving you like card draw, and yeah, he's just good. Without him, Buffy is like not working properly against some matchups. Horse? Horsey? Horsey is busted. Horsey. Holy, Horsey is high. Horsey has like 3-4 value attacks that are killing sidekicks like right away, which is one sidekick, but still they're like hitting, destroying sidekicks. Horsey can like feint, which is pretty cool. Parry. The problem with Horsey is that Horsey can only block for 3 max. And that's pretty bad. But overall, Horsey is pretty tanky. he can, like I said, feint, and his attacks are pretty good. Like Horsey is good, and there's a reason why there is the horse play style on Siri, because if you are playing 5 horse cards, 5 4 value horses, uh, sorry, but all of those sidekick characters are not just being. Yes, they're like that. That angry. Horsey is good. Trees. Oh my god, Trees is. Trees is heavy. Trees has one of the most powerful cards in the whole Unmatched, but the problem is she is like she doesn't have anything else. So if Tris is attacking you, the good answer, for the most part, is to just play Paint and cancel. And you're basically fine. And there she is not useless. She can play your whole deck. But if you are playing Yennefer, and then you have Tris as sidekick, you want to attack with Yennefer all the time. There is no other way of playing Triss, because if you're playing Triss, you cannot boost. And boosting is very important. So Triss is just played to play her for value card that is stupidly broken. And that's it. She is baiting feints. So we can play some stupid card as her, and that's pretty fun. And the opponent will play feint, and now he's like, he's sad. But it's like, yeah, I cannot justify playing Seeker higher because she's like doing almost nothing, but she's doing more than those guys below. Sisters, sisters, Dracula sisters. His 3 wives. His 3 wives are very, very deadly. Are they not deadly though? They are very important because if they will die, your OTK is basically like out of the window, like straight up, buddy. Oh my. But they have like no cards that are useful on them. The only thing that is important on Sisters is to play the Seduction, which deals 3 damage if there are 3 of them. You have to like think a lot where to place those Sisters because you want to maximize the damage from this scheme. And you have 3 copies of it, so you can even deal 9 damage, which is sick, right? Yeah, it is. You can also like use your ability, your Dracula ability, to eat the sister and draw a card. How cool is that? This is some like this is the sacrifice I need that needs to be made somehow to some it needs to be made. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes because you need more cards for beast form. Yeah, right. But so they're pretty important, but are they that much important? I mean, they are. I would say it's like the Marilyn level. No, no way. No way they are Marilyn level. Like, you're only playing them for the seduction and for some body blocks, but Dracula overall is fine with taking some damage because he has busted blocks. And you will be never wasting blocks to like save them, so they're pretty hard to maintain to keep on battlefield, especially nowadays. If they'll just wipe up your sisters, then you can just surrender. But seduction is just so OP. This is probably fair. Yeah, that's cool. Because you see, the only useful thing on them is to play the savagery, and that's it. You may say, "Oh, but I can body block the Dracula, or I can like surround the opponent, bro." But that's what I said. Dracula has very like good blocks, and sometimes he even want the opponent to hit him, so he's fine. But yeah, opponent will be still like wasting cards on the sisters because they're pretty important to take out. So it's not like he can ignore them. Porter he can ignore. Misty Knight he can ignore. Jabberwock. Jabberwock is the moment where you cannot ignore the sidekick. You need to like kill him. You need to kill like him, them, like all of them. You need to kill, and them also to win the game. From Misty Knight below, you don't really need to kill those sidekicks. You just can like wait unless their cards are just out of the game, and yeah. But with sisters, you need to waste some cards on them. So they're pretty important, and like I said, seduction is OP. Oh my god. Maybe not. This is the first sidekick that I will like straight up put in S tier from those one health sidekicks, because if not for them, Electra is now not the top one most busted, top one, top two most busted character in the game. She's now actually she is now pretty weak, but ninjas are just saving her. Like you have two opponent is basically wasting two cards because he wants to hit you, and now he's just healing ninja. He needs to waste cards on ninja, and you can revive ninjas. Ninjas can they are just they can combo you also in the second phase with their fist card, which is bad. So they can like sacrifice themselves to like gain an action. So that's pretty like pretty stupid. But overall I would say they're pretty powerful, because Electra without them would be like suffering, and they are just tanking the opponent blocks, which is the opponent attacks, mm, which is basically wasting their defense. It's like discards, and you can revive a lot of them. Like you can have, I don't know how many, but you have eight ninjas passively, because in first phase and the second phase, and then you can revive them like two times, I think. So you can have like 12 ninjas. 12 cards gone, I'm sorry. And the fact that they can combo you is wolves. Wolves. Wolves on Leshen are, I feel like they are just. Sometimes they will help you to like throw the fighter in the Leshen zone, so now he can like hit them, because they have the card that allow them to move the fighter, like scare them away. Woof woof woof. But except that, what they're doing, they have this stupid card, of course, but the versatile that can hit for absolute 1,000. I don't remember the name, but the card with a lot of wolves on it, like this versatile, and it's like getting +2 for every fighter, adjacent to the opposing fighter, which can get out of control pretty quickly. The problem is you only have two wolves on table, probably. As far as I remember, you can only have two of them on the table. So, yeah, they are good at controlling the battlefield. They're good at moving the fighters. They're good at hitting a lot of damage. They have like big movement, like 3, as far as I remember. And then there is the cheat code. And now we get to the part that is stupid, because wolves, they are being revived a lot of times. Like Leshen overall can like revive those wolves a lot of times, straight up a lot of times. And he has the ongoing scheme that lets him heal himself. The if the wolves are in his zone, so he can heal forever. And he can just block himself somewhere with wolves, and just pet him for the eternity and just heal his whole health bar. Who cares that he doesn't have defenses? Like, brother, he can like regenerate the whole health with them. The fighter without them would be pretty stupid, but are they that powerful? That powerful? I don't know. I mean, healing is nice. Healing is very nice. There are definitely more. They can also action gain, which is like stupid. So, they are pretty bonkers. I think they're on the similar level as harpies. They have similar aspect to harpies because they are action gaining you, so you're wasting card basically on one value attack, so they can bait you, they can move you to the lesson zone for free. They can, yeah, they can do a lot of things. I would say they're even better than harpies, but brother, I don't think they're better than horse. I mean, horsey? Horsey is even worse than wolves. Wolves can heal like Leshen for ages, they can block the zone, they can hit very high, they can action gain, they can move the fighters, they can draw cards. They are just good, and there are a lot of them. They are better than Horsey. They are not S tier though, because Leshen can be like alright without them. But yeah, wolves are broken. Like, yeah, those puppies need to like be like you. They Legend. He needs to like take them on the leash because those puppies are deadly. Highway robbery simulator. Uh, I mean, how could you? Highway robbery simulator is just it's just too good. You know, if outlaw is attacking you, what you are doing, huh? What you are doing? Yeah, you are taking it probably most of the time. But oh, I am a good competitive player and I always know if Harbury is coming, huh? No, okay, so now good luck predicting all highway robberies. Like all four of them, combined with all of those wily fightings and the ambushes. Yeah, good luck, bro. I would say that people will probably kill me for it, but Blackbeard is a very powerful character, right? But he like gets destroyed by highway robbery. Alright, yeah, highway robbery playstyle is just too broken. Those guys are just broken. They're protecting Robin Hood also from taking damage because our boy needs this like escort. But wolves are just slay. Wolves are just better overall. Like the fact that they can heal the lesion for so much is just goated. And also, wolves can smack for so high, it's just not funny anymore. Outlaws cannot smack for that high. The max they can smack is 4. Unless you will roll, like, I don't know, free value boost from the ambush, but it's so rare. But wolves overall are just very cool, and I think they are better than outlaws because, yeah, you have overall like six outlaws, but you have like 1,000 wolves. Um, and outlaws will not heal you. They will not give you bandages. They are just selfish, brutish idiots. And I hate them when I play against them. But I need to give them respect. They are very good. Wukong clones. Hey, that's how funny, huh? How funny. You can play basically your whole deck. With the exception of the one card, which is Sly Monkey, that is basically like uh, giving me clone for free, so okay. That's good when they will get close to me. But brother, like, you have healing as Wukong. Those idiots can smack for 7s, they can block, but why would they? So opponent is like wasting attacks on them. So it's basically like you have like the dogs are going wild, bruh. Yeah, so they can smack with 7, with baits, with everything. They will heal Wukong, they will like bait the opponent. This is stupid, and the opponent is wasting basically all of their cards on them. So it's basically like now your ability is like the opponent is discarding card, wasting card, like sacrificing card. The card is gone. That's bad. The monkeys, the monkeys. They are going bananas. So funny, no? Now we got the nerd, the Giles. I think the nerd is kinda cool also because he gives you this like mind game, mind game and tempo. He allows you to look at the opponent's hand, which sometimes is very good. If you are playing Buffy against character that has a lot of blocks and you are like Xander, it will basically deal no damage in this matchup. You're picking like Giles and you are just, I will look at your hand. Opponent is next to you anyway. So now discard his high 4 value blocks and hit him with 5 value Mr. Pointy. That's cool. That's cool. And also he gives you the training. Training is giving you 3 cards. And that's okay. It gives you tempo. But I think nerd. You can ignore the nerd. Like straight up. Because, yeah, while it's dangerous that he will look at your hand for information mostly, it's not that threatening to be like close to Buffy because her higher attacks is just 5. So even if you will just block it with 2 because he discarded your 4, it's not the end of the world. You are surviving, brother. So nerd is kinda L. Into a lot of matchups, he's just not doing anything. Drusilla, on the other hand, is very important. And her cards are stupid. Like maybe not empathy, but this can go up to 7. And she has the most powerful scheme in the whole game. I have her deck, so we have to like appreciate this moment. This card is one of the most powerful in the whole Unmatched, but it's so conditional. But if it will hit, it's almost game over because she will discard 2 of your cards chosen. Chosen. Yes, yes, chosen. Well, yeah, but if you will kill Drusilla, it's game over. But she is in the category of sidekick you actually need to kill, which is surprising. But you need to kill her because with her, Spike in normal matches, not running away matches, Spike is actually able to surround you if she's on the table because sometimes they will just stuck you somewhere and they will like place strategical one fog token somewhere that if you will retreat there you will be on the fog token. Now they're like attacking you from the both sides, so actually you need to like kill Drusilla. She's definitely more like deadly than Watson, uh, but Xander is probably the limit because while she's broken, while her cards are broken, like she gives you everything, and she can play almost like all of those good cards from Spike's deck, like all of those fours almost, except the Let's Dance. So she's pretty tanky also, but she draws you a lot of cards. She can discard chosen cards if you on shadow token, but there's like always this stupid thing. You need to be on the shadow token, bro. So I cannot. If shadow tokens were not the condition, she would be like straight up here. But shadow tokens are they exist. So yeah, she needs to be somewhere here, because I feel like yeah, killing Merlin is okay, but you can just totally like don't give a crap about him, about the grandpa, because grandpa sometimes will you can just deal with grandpa. Drusilla, you just need to kill her. Actually, it will be somewhat difficult because she is somehow tanky, but you need to kill her because her effects are broken. And if they will surround you, God have mercy. This is game over. GG. Daisy. Daisy is like Jackalope, but now cracked with blocks and like not like Jackalope is not cracked with blocks. He's cracked, but she's also. She can smack with 5 values that draws you cards, gives you actions, and that sounds stupid to you? Is that powerful enough? No? Okay, okay. Then she can play the card that allows you to take Jill Trent cards back from the discard pile back into the deck. Is that powerful to you? Two times. Two times also. And it gives you a card. No? Oh, okay. So she also can tank a lot of hits. Is that powerful to you? Okay, you cracked. I think you cracked already. You cannot like resist this anymore. Daisy is overall a monster. Long story short, she can smack you with 5 value action gains, with 5 value. She can do this stupid combo like 5, 5, 5, 5. Is that fair? No, but it can happen, and that's so cool. That a sidekick can basically one shot you, and she gives Jill Trent value because she is taking her cards from discard pile into her deck. So now, good luck fatiguing her because she will be taking back the utility belts probably. And utility belt is one of the most powerful control cards in the whole Unmatched. Yes, and we need to like go faster because there's like more darker and darker in this room. I have an idea. Guys, you know how another YouTubers have the light on their face? Haha! Joke's on you. I also have one. This is my light for the at my desk. And now it will be used as a light for YouTube. Is that too bright for you? I don't know. Let's keep going. Maybe it will look like absolute shit. Then sorry, have to keep going. Dandelion, brother. This boy is. I don't know. Dandelion is weird because he can die in one hit. That sounds cool. It's not, and it's not that unlikely that he will, because his blocks are only 3 and 2, and he's not able to play the Geralt cards, as far as I remember. So he can just block with 2 and 3. Those 2 and 3s are, those two especially, are very dangerous. But, oh brother, they are just not like, he will die quickly, so better use him while he's still there. But I need to give the guy some respect. He gives you the chosen discard. Yeah, this boy with 5 health is giving you chosen discard and draws you card. So he's pretty cool. His cards are having the free value boost. I mean, his free value card is having free value boost. So Geralt can boost his rent with it to slap with 6. So you see the scenario. You can look at the opponent hand if you are close to the lion. And he can shoot, so he can shoot far away. You can like play this one to like, I don't know, protect the dandelion or hit with dandelion first action. Now you are discarding their higher defense, and now Geralt, you just come in and then, damn you ugly, and opponent is dead. Or he can action gain you because you will discard feint. So dandelion is kind of busted. But I would say he's as busted as the Merlin, probably higher than him. You absolutely need to kill Dandelion because then he will just combo you out of nowhere. He will play his free value, block, place you close to Geralt, and then Geralt will be just comboing you. And you are just, what just happened? I just lost. I just lose the game. So he's kinda important to kill. The truth is, he's not that difficult to kill. That's why I would probably put him here. Because he's not like giving you any challenge and actually like slaying him. Like there's like no problem of chopping his like head off with something or just bite him to death. Like no problem with that. He is just he has good cards and that's it. Patroclus is like stupid, like broken. Like what the hell are we talking about? But he's like ninjas, but now more annoying. He's like ninjas, but in big sidekick. There is if there's Patroclus on the table, his first phase is always like, oh, I will just block myself with the Patroclus in some like small corridor, and you are never able to hit me. So yeah, come here, come kill him. And opponent is like, no. And you are playing this long game that is just going for so long, is so like annoying and everything. And at that point, you both are playing the game called. Uh, the Patroclus is playing the game. Oh, am I able to like roll the under Patroclus helmet, Achilles helmet, or or Patroclus cards? And opponent is playing the game. Oh, I need to boost to get to the Achilles that is on the other side of the board because I need to like avoid Patroclus. And that's boring as fuck. This is boring as fuck, but I need to like give him the credit when credit is justified. He is a monster, and he is basically a game changer. But he is not as powerful as those boys. Like not even close. I think he's like ninjas, but now he's like more annoying. Ninjas are annoying, but I mean, ninjas are wasting your cards. Patroclus is not wasting your cards, he's wasting your feints. And that's pretty okay, but if you are playing Enraged Achilles, you don't need. If opponent will be blocking with feints, I'm sorry, but he's probably dead. And so feints are like no a good option, except the double attacks. But Patroclus is still like annoying as fuck and like nah. Tara. Tara! Tara. Tara is this is weird to say, but the truth is she's the mid shield. She has 6 health, and then you can revive her 2 times with 3 health. And she has the knowledge of the craft, which is one of the most powerful cards in your deck. And this is weird because the whole Willow deck is basically like you are going to casino and you are just gambling for ages. You are just playing the dice tone, but now with cards. And then there is her very tactical control playstyle with her knowledge of the craft, where she's constantly like taking one knowledge with another knowledge, other knowledge, another knowledge. Pretty cool game, very unique. But then there is Willow, and she's like, "I'm so angry. I'm like being possessed by the dark, and now I am like blind boosting, boom!" And she discards her knowledge of the craft, and she's like, "Bruh, that's sad." But overall, Tara is just a good body blocking thing. Is she powerful? No. Is she important to your game plan? No. She has like 2 additional cancels with crosses, and then she has knowledge of the craft, and that's it. Even the nerd is doing better things than her. Let me like. That's probably better. Bess, I don't know, one of the most useless sidekicks in the whole game, straight up. Like, why would you even like hit the opponent with Bess? I mean, she can hit with flourishes. I mean, this like card that can be boosted. She has very cool cards, but like you can just boost with them and be cool. Like Bess is so useless. I mean, you can set up the stage normally. Okay. You can play her free value block. I mean free value versatile that is doing something, but what is it even doing? I know I just playing it to gain the action. Uh, if someone will like tell me, "Oh, Bess is actually good," I don't know what to tell you. Uh, Try me. What are you doing with Bess, huh? You can, I guess. You can switch the places with her to sacrifice her for your safety. Okay, but you are still playing Houdini, so probably opponent is probably dead. Sorry, those idiot, those idiots are I don't know what to say. It's nice to having a fuel to your +2 form, But you have a lot of lifesteal as Hamlet, so why would you even lose those boys? I'm just placing them somewhere in the edge of the zone and the edge of the map, and they're just standing there, probably talking to each other and then stabbing each other because I need to like use them to turn into angry Hamlet. So they're basically committing some murderous crimes on each other, backstabbing constantly, and they're just, oh, it's fine. And then they're dead, and you are just, okay, nothing happened. I like the cool interaction when they have one health, and I am just not spending two health to switch into my angry Hamlet mode. No, no, no. I am just using one health to change into Hamlet, not to be Hamlet. This is the cool trick, right? This is probably the best trick we will do on this like sidekick because it's absolute garbage. The Nistra. When I was doing this list the first time, I put this guy like in the D tier, but now I just know he's not the. He has very good card, the spy or whatever the scheme that allows you to look at four opponents' cards or something like that, and then discard two of them, and he draws two or something like that. Like you look at four cards, and then you discarding two of them, and he draws two cards or something like that. Overall, very good control tool. The problem with him is Philippa is a little bit too quick for him. She will finish the opponent before he will even like play this scheme. And while scheme is cool, it's only cool if you're playing against like very hard, like tough control guys. Because otherwise Philippa can just go in and just smack with the Regicide, with the auto damage, and with the out form. And that's GG's. You don't need this card of Nistra because, yeah, because she will just kill the opponent quicker. And this card is not giving you action, so what's the point? I mean, the Nistra can play the Redanian plot probably. Regicide I also think he can play. And this for value something discard card. But I don't know. I don't care about him. He is cool, but he's in the wrong deck. If they would give this guy to, I don't know, to someone like Yennefer, broken. But in Philippa's deck, I'm sorry, but he's not. This girl is like necessary to play the game. Like this is the one of the most obvious target to kill in the whole Unmatched. Shuri is broken because her scheme card is the game-changing thing, but except of this scheme, like she's garbage. She can heal the Panther and her for like 2, but that's only it. Nothing else she is doing. So if the thing is, the opponent will be like, okay, I need to rush Shuri early, and that will not be difficult because she can block for max of 3. Where is even the challenge? You just come close and smack with 2 6s, and now she's gone, and you don't have to like be worried of the scheme cards that are just, stealing you 4 cards. Like basically, the whole Panther playstyle is now dead. If Shuri is dead, so she's the main target to kill, but so opponent will be wasting a lot of cards on her, and you can even then you can play the schemes before he will kill her. But she's just good. She, she's just good because she has those cards, and she is wasting opponent like cards because he needs to kill her, like straight up. But yeah, Shuri, one of the most like annoying sidekick in the game, and one of the sidekicks where all of the enemies are just pointed with their rifles like at her from the get-go. Like the main goal of playing against Panther is to just kill Shuri ASAP. Archers, more like infinite health points. Yeah, brother, like archers are stupid. Why? They're basically making Yenenga like twice as tanky, and in addition they can play with 5 values. They are playing these cards. Brothers, we are on the Medusa level, but now they're actually higher. But the thing is, they're like harpies because they have these cards. They have a lot of health. They can be revived a lot of times. They can smack with 5s and more things. But thing with archers is they're basically a victims or their like own master because they will be being sacrificed by Yenenga. So they will be killing like themselves. Is that a spider? Nah, it's just a web. And yeah, so archers are pretty like they're pretty like they seem bad, but they're just a health points on table that can be revived. So there's like she so now Yenenga is more tanky and that's it. Though of course those health points can smack with 5s. Those health points can discard your cards, but they're at least they are like mm, they are not that like stupid. Like you don't need to waste cards on them because Yenenga will be like wasting their health, not like killing them. But there are just better harpies and that's it. But basically all of those guys above them have like better uses than them, like higher robbery simulator, wolves that are basically a character, ninjas that are just wasting blocks and overall like blocking the whole board. Like those are just better. This boy is very important to kill. He is very important because if you will don't kill him, the little red is now becoming the. She is now not the little red. She is the bulk red because you know she will be like healing for ages. She's now so healthy, like the healthy red, like 8 healing, like right away. And this boy is smacking with 6s, so now he's like Charlie, but yeah, he's also range. He's just 3 6s, so like Charlie. He's healing her, so he's like also busted like Charlie almost. And he will not solo the opponent, that's for sure, because his blocks are bad, but he has a lot of like health, so he will survive some. But I don't think he's like higher than those samurais. I mean, you can leave him, but you will be struggling. There is the choice. Either you are killing the tanky huntsman, which is easier, I think, or you are killing like basically immortal little red with a lot of healing. So pick your like poison, bruh. Personally, I don't know what to pick, but sometimes killing the huntsman is just so easy peasy because he has like no good blocks, so that's cool. Actors, actors are cool. They are so cool, bro. I don't know what to say. Actors, they can do a lot of things. They can just chain the again, which is so cool because now you are just having this little fatigue game with them, which is so sick. Like you have fatigue game with sidekick. Actors can smack with force also, and some of their they can also like wipe the whole board. Overall, actors are like half the character of Shakespeare. Like they're as important as Shakespeare. Also, if they are dead, Shakespeare is probably dead. You know the show is over. So you have to kill those actors, but they will be like coming back like there is no tomorrow. There will be like 9 actors for the course of the whole game. So I do need to kill every single one of them because even one actor can just smack you for so high that it's not even funny. That's why I'm putting them somewhere between those two because you actually need to kill them because Shakespeare will be blocking himself with them like there's no tomorrow. So it will be annoying. They can smack with freeze, like I said, that can basically like return themselves. So we can do this cycle of having infinite card. They can smack with force, they are drawing 2 cards, they can wipe up all of those other sidekicks with the all are punished or whatever the name is. Or they can or they're just, you know, if you feel comfortable, you can just treat them as the discards, because opponent will be like forced to kill them. Sometimes he will kill like 2 with 1 turn, sometimes he will kill just one turn with 1 card, of course. Sometimes he will kill 2 with 1 card, but for the most part he will kill 1. So you are treating this as discard, and they're also more useful because you can use their cards to the lines, and their for value, for example, is giving you four letters or whatever the thing is. So now it's easier for you to like combo them with horse, for example. There are a lot of things you can do with actors. Like wolves are higher because they are so versatile. They can heal, hit hard, action gain. They're just chats. But actors are just they're just sneaky killers, straight up. Shakespeare is just relying on those boys too much. It's now like Robin Hood, but now it's not the highway robbery. There's like straight up like murder. Like there's a actress like murder going somewhere. This girl. I mean, this is the 7 values. They're still good. I almost never played this sidekick, so I will place her close to her. Wonk. Wonk is just. He is used to like trigger Master of Kamar Touch, and I don't know what else. That's probably it. Master of Kamar Touch is powerful though for value. Sign me in. But his other card, the one that deals auto damage and draws you a card, is garbage. Straight up garbage. So this boy is very low. Like here. He is like more useful than Wiglaf, but I'm just using Wong as the. You know, I place him close to Strange, and now Strange can block for force. But isn't important for him to block for force? I like, no, you're a Doctor Strange, will heal it eventually. And also, he can also heal with Rings of Ragador, but why would you even do this? Like, I mean, if you don't want to like risk taking damage with Doctor Strange somehow, you will take damage with Doctor Strange. Then yeah, you can play Rings with Wong, but that's the only reason. Oh my God, the Pedro Pascal and his like soldiers. Whatever. Whatever, bro. I don't know, like here. I don't care about them. You may say, oh, but you know, they can control the battlefield. They can hit with 4 value, even with 3 value, with 5 value, with second shots, and that's a lot. Sure, but I like to call these guys the super trap. Because if you are stepping on normal trap, you take damage, you draw a card. But if there are like traps now, because also they block the space, but now you need to like waste a card on them. And Maldon will probably not block with them. I don't care about the workers. Workers are okay, but if you can just shoot Maldon from a distance, you will totally ignore them, and it's totally fine. They're the main part of this like bricks that you're building the bunker with, but and those bricks can be regenerated pretty easily. But I feel like all of those guys above them are just doing some cool things, while them are just doing almost nothing, nothing special, and that's it. Malcolm is like Shuri situation, but now less conditional. You need to kill Malcolm, because Malcolm will generate a lot of the inside tokens, and now Sattler will become the absolute tank. Also, he can discard your card and heal with it, and which is stupid. Like, not only he's discarding your card, let's say we will discard a random card from the Spikes deck because I have it in hands, if you don't know what we discarded. Tell me. 2 value, okay. 2 value block. No, no, no. So now he healed himself and Sattler for 2, 4 healing in total, and now he discarded you 1 card. Now probably wasted another card because you blocked with something against him. I don't know why, but you did it. This is just he needs to be slain. He's so cool, but brother, he needs to die. Who also needs to die is Oberon. Oberon is probably like the highest out of them. Uh, I guess. Because if Oberon will be dead, Titania has like no damage in her deck, and now killing her is no problem at all. Oberon is overall very important to her game plan because he has like 3 5s and he can spam with those 5s like there's no tomorrow. And he also has the scheme that allows you to look at the opponent's hand and discard a card. And giving this type of tool to a character that can smack so high and has like so much control potential, OTK and combo potential, is just cheat code. So you need to kill this guy very quickly. Like you need to kill Sherry, you need to kill Oberon like twice as fast. And sometimes this will be difficult, but you need to kill him because he gives her damage, he gives her like hand knowledge, like straight up. He sometimes gives her auto damage for free. And also he gives her shield if she wants to use him as shield. So you need to kill this boy. He is very important for her and for you to kill. Then we got Eredin boys, and sometimes they're not important at all. But sometimes they're so important that they're like the ninjas. So my conclusion is probably like those. And now that's stupid because Eredin boys are just that they keep coming. Like you can have like how many? You can have like 7 Eredin boys if you use all of your cards. So now it's like 7 cards wasted. Because if Eredin knows what he's doing, he will just use them to the absolute best, and now you need to like waste all of your attacks to even get to Eredin. So it's very similar to Electra. But now there's the plot twist. Because except of the them wasting cards because they are blocking the Eredin, they're like doing nothing special. So yeah, they're not as cool as ninjas. And there are not that many of them as ninjas. But there's a plot twist. If they all will die, and sometimes you want all of them to die, the Eredin is like entering the +1 mode to everything. And some characters can just not can just not survive it because they will not survive the random discard that is coming with 5 value attack. They will not survive the um, 2 value auto damage from blocks. They will not survive the 3 value feint. They will not survive a 8 value attack. So the Eredin boys are very important, but they are also very important to die. So that's why I'm placing them here because this is probably the most accurate. And maybe they're lower. They're important to kill because now you're not able to get to Eredin, and Eredin will know how to block himself with them. Unless you're playing Bullseye, you could. So yeah, they're very important to kill, and if they will die, you are just entering the different the dimension. You are being smacked with the sword. I don't know why this guy is here, but he's also here. And then we got one of the most powerful sidekicks in the whole game, the Faith. Faith is the monster. She smacks with 5s. She deals like 6 auto damage and additional auto damage with Rogue Slayer, and she can smack also with 4s. She overall has like 5 5s if we count Momentous Shift, and Angel on his own has like 3 5s, and she has like 6 auto damage in her deck, so it's like we are entering the Jackalope territory. I think she's even higher than him. If you will not kill Faith early, she will just murder you straight up. You need to like absolute destroy Faith. Because yeah, her like 6 auto damage is very deadly, like so deadly in fact. I mean, you are still playing against Angel, so difficulty is pretty like your chances of victory are almost like guaranteed, but I need to like give her credit. She's actually very powerful. like 6 auto damage, 2 5s, and some auto damage from Rogue Slayer. Like, bro, have mercy. She's powerful. She's almost as powerful as those guys. She is one of the most offensive character in the whole game. Like, if she would have action gains like Daisy, she would like straight up destroy them. Destroy like. Now we get the Sea Dogs. Sea Dogs are very important because without them, Blackbeard would just be absolutely destroyed. So they're pretty important for him to not lose doublons. But what they are doing except that? Nothing. They are just being the. They are just being a block machine. They can play their bombs, or they can play. You can use them to like play parlay. But why? I don't know. In my opinion, Sea Dogs are just totally whatever character. Like even Denistra is better. I think even she's better. They're like here. Like Sea Dogs overall like are just blocks. And there are only 2 of them, and that's it. Totally like whatever. I mean, you can explode the characters, but what? Why? Cacodemons are cool. Like Cacodemons can discard opponent card. They can auto damage them 2 times, both of those things. But yeah, Cacodemons are fine, and they're the reason why Pandora can play somewhat defensively. So they're solid. Having a discard is already putting you in the similar level as this boy, and auto damage also. Also, they can block Pandora. But I'm not crazy about them. They are just doing good value things, and that's it. That's it. It's alright. You're just doing some basic things. That's totally fine. Casey is so cool, but Casey is very good and like placing the opponent characters close to the Raphael, and now Raphael is just very angry and just hitting them. And Casey has like 6s also if he's adjacent to opposing fighter, so that's pretty cool. It's like Daughter of the Dragon but now cracked, and I think overall he's similar use to not the Daughter of the Dragon, the Misty Knight. He's basically like Misty Knight, but now with Bait Machine. And I think they're on the similar level because of that. Basically, they have the same use in their deck, but Casey can also like get the action gain. He's very important, but he's like not that important. Who is important though, in my eyes, is Metalhead. Metalhead is broken. Like he can smack with how much? 3 plus 1, 4 plus 3, 7? Metalhead is like smacking. He is almost on the same level as he's for sure higher than Horse. Like straight up, he can use almost the whole Donatello deck. He is broken, I would like to say. He's like Charlie, probably. Maybe even higher. Like, he's not giving that much value, but he's very powerful. He can smack with 7s if you know how to. He can look at the opponent's deck. So now, if you're playing against some control characters, you get to decide if you want those cards to be in their hand next turn. He can he can go with this like auto damage thing and now get close to the opponent and smack with 7 or with 6. That's kind of, you know, that's pretty respectable if you ask me. That's pretty respectable. So I am huge Metalhead enjoyer. If not for Huntsman having a lot of healing for Little Red, I would put him like basically higher. I think like this boy is overall too high. I need to like change the order. Huntsman is overall probably like here. That Metalhead also should be like here. I think like Metalhead, from my experience, is pretty good. He is threatening. Like people are saying that Donatello is being killed by 5 move map, but you can mitigate that if you just play Metalhead like one side and Donatello other side. it's almost like it's very bad to the opponent because Metal Cat can almost hit for the same things as Donatello for that much. Like he can hit even higher than Donatello. And they're like covering their size of the board, so now the opponent will be scared of him. He needs to be slain. Like Metalhead needs to be destroyed. He is powerful. Splinter is just giving healing and that's it. Where we have do we have some sidekick that is just giving healing? You'll probably never kill this guy because he has like 9 health and then +4 additional health, so he's like 13 health sidekick, so why would you even waste this? He's like Watson probably. Because he will heal Donatello to like a lot, but the problem with Donatello is it's not like Sherlock. Sherlock has a lot of good blocks and actually like busted blocks, but Donatello has pretty trash blocks because you want to use I have a plan on offense probably to like lower the opponent health for the most part. And Splinter is he's just healing. Nothing else. Like he's doing nothing else. Even Watson is hitting, so I think Splinter, like here, I don't know. At this point, I don't care probably. April, I also don't care. Like, why? I like April has this cool bait attack, but it's also cool to use it with turtle power. I guess she's cool to like give you some combo, but it's also cool to just hit with like Mikey and with 6 value, and that's cool. She has very cool the insertions. Okay, I need to put her higher because she at least like doing something. So she's like probably here. Okay, I will give her credit. She's doing something. But you want to like use her attacks with the you use her hearts with the high value, you can totally ignore April because for the most part, if you're playing against her, you can just say, okay, I will take it. For the most part, you predicted good. You choose wisely, like from Indiana Jones. And then the peaks. Peaks? Peaks are actually like one of the main targets to kill. Probably like here. Peaks? You need to slay those porks. Because otherwise, pigs will just spawn a lot of those ninjas, foot soldiers, next to you, and now Shredder can just absolutely hit you from the other side of the world. So that's pretty bad. And also, pigs have the automatically spawn the soldiers on attack. So yeah, they are the main like reason why your combo is working. So if you want to like be safe and while playing against Shredder, just kill pigs. Pigs are scary. So yeah, that's my list. I don't know. This is my list. I think that's competitive tier list. I will title this video the sidekick tier list and that's it. And probably in the future I will do the how fun the sidekicks are tier list. I don't care. Like this is it. Um, Probably you may like think why there are no stars and stripes sidekicks here. Oh boy, because I'm living in Europe and here we are not getting stars and stripes like for at least like 2 months or even more. So you need to wait for it. If you will be patient, I will record the second one of it. So yeah, but I don't want to waste like more of your time. I'm going to edit this thing like right now. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.